Hey folks, happy Venture Project One. We are so excited to be kicking off with you. As we're launching into fall of 2020, we are doing our fall challenge, which is going to be a board game. So we have 3 different prompts for you to choose from. And again, you're either on a venture team where you're doing the project, or you're on a coaches team where you're giving innovative feedback and connecting with them for resources. So, the coaches again are going to be E3s and E5s. So if you're in quarter 1, 2, 4, or 6, you are doing an amazing board game. And if you're in quarters 3 or 5, you are doing an amazing job being a coach. So there are instructions for both of those, and we'll run through those. And we are just so excited to generate some amazing games. So I'm going to go in. Here we have our website, as you know, and we have our class essentials area, which has a lot of stuff for Venture Project One and the other projects. So I'm going to click here on class essentials, which again is, directions and orientation. Whereas the toolkit portion is more like subject area, like a textbook, but an exciting textbook. Okay, so I'm going to go down to the bottom here, or you can go under projects and go to Venture Project One. I'm going to click on Venture Project One, and that's where you'll find, as soon as this video is completed, the video up here, and you're going to find the assignment right in here as well. So we're inventing a game this fall. So here we go. So I'm going to hop right into the assignment. We have our venture creators, and during class, we're going to put you in breakout rooms with your teams, and you can choose one of 3 prompts, you venture creators. Again, E1, E2, E4, and E6. E6s, you're our captains, so you're going to help lead that project forward. So the 3 different prompts that you can choose from. One is a sustainable development goal. And that is, we have the link in here to those, but those tremendously huge intractable problems, the UN came up with some fantastic ways to define and iterate options on them. So great resources there, or if you Google UN Sustainable Development Goals. Second prompt that you can choose from is developing a business. So imagine you've got a great idea and you want to turn into a successful venture. Successful ventures are, they're viable, they're sustainable, and they're scalable. So we're inviting you to create a game that helps players to practice the skills of moving from an idea into a successful venture. The third prompt is a systemic rewiring. So in these very complex times that we're in, we want to work on being comfortable with being uncomfortable. So we're going to invite you to design a game with the intention of sharing knowledge and creating empathy surrounding a systemic problem. So some examples of systemic problems are racism, trans rights, prison industrial complex issues, mental health education, these huge intractable problems that really require systemic design and reengineering. So we are very much looking forward to these 3 different challenges and what outcomes you will come up with. Each of the ways that you might come up with a game require a physical prototype. So that doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to be a board game. It could be an app or a way to play online, but it needs to move beyond thought into something that we can use and play. So there are a lot of different ways you can implement on that, and I can't wait to get to know more about your creativity and your innovation. Okay, so I'm going to jump into Canvas because we're doing these in Canvas groups. So right here under groups, we have our Venture Project One teams, and I will be assigning your Venture Project One team. Again, we will have an E6 captain for the teams. And so Venture Project One, Team 1. This is the first grouping of Venture Project One folks. So we'll have between 4 and 6 people on each team. And once you know your team number, and again, we'll be assigning you in those breakout rooms, you're going to go to the link in the assignment that is this shared Google Drive folder, and each of you has a team folder. And within the team folder are the top resources that you need. And this is the organized, for those of you this is a returning quarter. This is an organized evidence locker and resources for you. So it has your business report, a link for you to embed your learning journey video, and some different resources that you need within your project, including BICs and big idea canvases and other things. So use this project team folder, double check your sharing permissions as you add things onto it, because we're going to use this for the coaches to get to and for us all to be able to navigate clearly to. So again, we have these new student work folders that walk us through the different Venture Project One teams. So there we go, Venture Project One teams. You'll have a link in the assignment directly to these, and the coaches will also have their own folders for them to do feedback and review. So hopping back over to the assignment, there are a variety of different things that we need to do. Of course, as you know, one of the most exciting and visible things is your live pitch session. So 5 minutes, dressed business casual or within a theme basis, something that really gets the point across and makes you feel really fantastic. So you're going to develop your submission. We start on Wednesday, your pitch is the next Wednesday, and then your submission is due that Sunday. And so your submission, you're going to submit a link to the Google Drive folders that we've set up within Canvas, and a link to your individual, only one team member needs to post, but the posting on the blog site for Venture Project One. So I have in here also the Venture rubric, and this goes through the different things that are needed to be included in the project. We always encourage you to look at this as one of the first things that you do and create a plan of action around, well, what's it going to look like to put the pitch together? Who's going to be working on that? How are we going to take adequate notes to be sure that we can map out our learning journey video? How are we going to connect with the big idea canvas and the business model canvas? What's our evidence going to look like? And what plan of action do we need to connect with that? When are we going to start building the prototypes? Hopefully immediately so you can test them out. And what are the goals for that? And who's going to do the blog post? So you might recall that with all of our work, if you do everything that's in the rubric to the point, then your possible grade is a B. And then we have this category that's above and beyond, because as entrepreneurs, like, the flex and the flourish really comes through delighting our customers with something above and beyond. So the above and beyond categories are in there, and that's what has a potential to take you up to a grade that's much higher. So our venture feedback coaches, again, E3s and E5s. And our goal for you as a venture coach is to give fantastic and helpful feedback that helps with traction, getting unstuck and moving forward. And when the projects have been submitted, so they'll be submitted that Sunday night, and you'll have a week then to review the projects, your experience as a coach, and really pull things together. So you'll be assigned to a project team with a peer. And it is your role and responsibility to reach out to the team or teams that you're coaching to provide an opportunity for them to either get interviews or other resources and feedback that you need. You need to be responsible for reviewing the Venture Project One assignment in detail, this video and this written assignment, so that you can really coach to the points that students need some support in. I would encourage you to set up a set meeting time with them so you can check in at least once with them throughout the project and connect with them via Teams. So we are down here in the Venture Coaches rubric, and we have different rubric categories here for both after the project has been submitted, which is to be feedback coaches, and then a category for coaching during the project. And then also, we have a category here for being an evidence champion. So students need help and support in collecting and gathering evidence. So one of our expectations of you as a coach is to have you help them connect in with a network to help support that. So there is our assignment. As we receive questions, we'll be putting the responses in here to help you connect with the content you need to thrive and grow in your assignment. So again, I'll be putting this up on the webpage, which is available either under for students in our class essentials, or you can look through in projects and click on Venture Project 1, which is where we are. You can go down to the area here for Venture Project 1 for spring, and we have other previous quarters, and you can see, which you can access by clicking older on entries. You can see sample student work from the past, and that can help you to inform and think about your direction. So again, a couple new and fresh things. If you are on a venture team, you do not need to create your own file structure. You need to put your files within the Google Drive folders that we've already pre-established. We are here to support you in your ventures. We are so excited for you to think through how you might create a game to excite and ignite change and exciting topics for others. And we're so excited for you as coaches to help inspire, motivate, and help people get unstuck at moments where they might run into a challenge with traction. So we are here to support you as a teaching team, and so excited to see your pitches and final projects. Thanks so much.